Look at the people around you right now. Actually, look. They're all here. And not one of them is really with you. Everybody's somewhere else, folded into a little glowing slab in their hand. You have more friends than any human who has ever lived, and you have never, ever been this alone. And here's the part nobody tells you. This isn't new. The human tribe has broken exactly like this before. Once, 40,000 years ago. I can show you the precise night it happened, and once you see it, you will not be able to unsee it at your own dinner table. Picture a small tribe at the edge of an Ice Age valley, 30 people maybe. And here's the thing that's going to sound insane to you. They spent about 6 hours a day just being together, talking, telling the same 5 myths for the 1,000th time, sitting in a row picking burrs and bugs out of each other's hair for hours. To us, that looks like the laziest possible way to spend a day. It was the opposite. That was the work. Every story, every hour of grooming, every shared scrap of meat was quietly building the one thing that kept them alive. Trust. The deep kind. The kind where, when something comes out of the dark, the person beside you puts their body between it and you, and doesn't even think about it first. That fire in the middle of camp? It was never really about warmth. It was the glue. It was the place the tribe became a tribe. Then one of them figured something out. There's always one. If you build the fire inside a tall carved totem just right, the smoke comes out in shapes you control. And a tribe 3 valleys over can look up and see your shapes glowing in the sky. Instantly. For the first time in the history of the world, you could show your cave painting to people you had never met. People who would never sit at your fire. And the first night that cold cyan smoke went up, and a far-off valley answered back. The whole camp lost their minds. It felt like magic. It felt like the world had just gotten bigger. And it had. That's the part that makes this hard. It wasn't a trick. It was a gift. So of course, soon everyone wanted their own. They carved little ones. A slab of bone you could hold in your palm. Glowing cold cyan, showing you every drawing from every valley, all at once, forever. And next to each drawing, pebbles. A little pile of glowing stones. One pebble for every stranger out there who liked what you made. That pile is the whole trick. Remember it. Because one hunter painted a mammoth, a genuinely good mammoth. And by morning, his slab was buried in pebbles, hundreds of them, from people he would never meet. And something lit up in his chest that 6 hours of grooming from his actual friends never had. So he painted another, and another. He started painting mammoths he'd never even hunted. He stopped hunting at all. Why would he, when the pebbles felt better? And they came now, not after 3 freezing days in the snow? And it spread the way these things always spread, quietly, one person at a time. So look at the fire now, 6 months on. Half the circle is empty, and the ones still sitting there aren't talking. They're hunched over their own slabs, faces lit that cold blue, scrolling through strangers. The old man who used to hold the entire tribe inside one story is telling it to nobody. Every head is down. 2 friends who spent every single evening side by side now sit back to back, each one performing for a valley that can't see them shiver. A kid tugs his mother's arm. Look what I made. And she says, not now, and her eyes never leave the glow. They had never been connected to so many people, and they had never been further from the ones right next to them. The fire burned down to embers. Nobody fed it. Nobody even noticed it was going out. And then the dark did what the dark always does. It got hungry. The cat came low and silent out of the tree line, exactly the way the elders' stories had warned about for 1,000 years. The stories nobody was listening to anymore. And here's the thing about a tribe that has stopped watching each other's backs. Nobody screamed a warning, because nobody was looking up. It took the famous one first, the mammoth painter, and his closest friend in the world was sitting 4 feet away. Close enough to reach him. Close enough to fight. But his friend's head was down in the glow, chasing pebbles from a valley that was never, ever going to come when the dark got hungry. He didn't look up, not until it was already over. So, look around that room one more time. The dinner table where everyone is eating in the blue light of their own screen. The group chat with 500 people in it, where you have somehow never felt more invisible. The friend you keep meaning to call. Who you watch perform a happy life from a safe distance instead of actually knowing. You didn't lose your tribe in some dramatic single moment. You traded it, one pebble at a time, for an audience. And here's the cruel little trick sitting at the center of all of it. The audience feels safer. Being seen by 1,000 strangers is easy. It never asks anything real of you. Being truly known by the handful of people right next to you is terrifying, because those people can actually leave. So we keep picking the easy one. We pick the glow. But when the dark gets hungry, and it always, always gets hungry, the 1,000 strangers won't put their body between you and it. Only the tribe will, if you can still find them. So tonight, maybe, put the slab down. Talk to whoever's actually in the room. That's not nostalgia. That's survival software, a million years in the making. Don't let it go dark. Legend of Humanity.